Good day, everybody. How are you? I got a young lady coming on in a minute to tell her story. Life story, pretty inspiring. I don't know her. She reached out to me from the States. As I said, I'm 2 years clean now, and life is not always a bowl of peaches and cream, even when you're clean. The only difference is when you're clean and sober, you can deal with stuff better. I suffer with procrastination and I still do it a lot. I got some bills in on my dresser that I gotta pay, utilities and everything. I got the money and I just don't go to bank and pay them. Today I even had a hard time making my breakfast. I had a hard time making my bed. I'm trying to put my laundry away. I'm invited away for the weekend with about 1,000 people partying. I think I'm gonna go, but it's not gonna be the party. I'm gonna go and talk to people and have fun and enjoy myself. But yeah, like I say, being sober and clean, it just gives you more power to deal with stuff. Because I don't know how I'd deal with the issues if I was drunk or doing drugs. It's not easy. But I find when I get stressed out and that exercise is my good outlet. Like even yesterday I felt like shit, but I got up, I rode my bike to the gym, foot pain and mad. I worked out, but it relieved a lot of stress for me and it made me feel really good again. And when I tell people, I truly am not afraid of dying. I want to be here forever. I'm not going to get mad at no one else. The last week I've been holding my anger in really good, because I understand now when people are getting angry at me or getting mad, they got problems. So I got to respect them. Even if they're getting angry at me, I'm going to let them be, because I know they're dealing with some problems or they wouldn't be treating me like that. And shame, I don't have no shame anymore. I don't hurt from all the stuff I did in my life over the years. Stabbing people, beating people up, selling drugs, which I never sold them to any kids in my life, but I don't have no shame over that. All my guilt is gone. God forgave me for all of that stuff. And my past is my past. I don't live there anymore, and I never will. So I just keeps continuing on. So don't think you won't have troubles in your life because you're clean and sober. Your troubles don't go away. And like I said, I don't ask God to give me my truck back or no more. I don't ask God to give me no money. I even feels bad here that I put a GoFundMe up to try to get my truck back. I never even drew that money out. It's only $125, but I never drew it out. It's still there. Because I got no right to ask nobody for nothing. God will give me what I deserves. So I don't ask for nothing no more. I just thanks the Lord for letting me wake up today. I'm going to try to find my little girl. I thank the God today that I just woke up and I'm alive. As soon as I got up, I read my Bible. And there were some nice verses there that I opened up to. It's weird, that really made me feel good. I needed to hear them. I'm just on the phone.
I need to get in the laundry.
Come on in, come on in. What's wrong?
For hot water.
Sonia Holden Fitzgerald, I invited you on, sweetheart. Are you there? I'm just trying to get Sonia now. She's supposed to come on and... Hi, Tyler. Hi, Sonia.
Hi,
How are you today, sweetheart?
I'm okay. Got a little earache, but I'm okay.
God bless. I'll commend you and thank you from God and me that you're coming on here today to share your story with all of these people around. It's very inspiring of you, and I'm very grateful to have you come on here today, Sonia.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. What you're doing is a wonderful thing, and I really appreciate it because a lot of people need help and they need love.
Yes, I think there's too many today, Sonia. And it seems like we're in 2019. It's almost 2020, and we ain't making no advancements. It's like people, they treat people with mental illness and drug addictions, they treat them like they're just the lowest forms of people on earth. They treat them like lowlifes, you know?
That's very true. I was just saying these very same words not even an hour ago to a friend of mine. A lot of people don't know how to just give compassion.
And it's not hard either. Whatever what it is, why it's so hard, I don't know, because I always said, even in the days I had lots of money, I always said the best things in life are free. And, if you show some love and kindness, like even the last couple of months where my life has really changed, I don't have a lot of family left in my life no more, but there's some lot of really good strangers after coming forward and they treat me so good. I'm so surprised. And I think the more we speak out, the more we can get people on board with being compassionate to other people, you know?
Yeah, compassion. The best things are free. You're right. And a lot of people don't have them because they don't want to understand what we've been through, what we've gone through, and what we're feeling. You know,
Yeah.
feelings aren't facts. We know that to be true because they change.
Yeah.
But what I've learned in my time is three things. If you listen, if you care, and if you're honest,
Yeah.
that's what people want. That's all they want. That's all they want.
100%. The honesty is a really huge part. Uh, because I don't know what, even when I got into my addictions, I always stayed true and honest. I never wanted to lie. But when I got bad in addiction, I did lie at times because that's how low you get in life. But, and people can see, even when you tell a lie, people know you're lying. There's no good lie. Uh,
That's
I
very
can always tell when a person is lying, and I know people know when I'm lying. So why people continue to lie, I don't know. I think it's out of shame, fear, guilt, but we got to drop that and we got to get totally honest because people will love and do stuff for you when you're honest.
so true. So true.
So, Sonia, do you want to just introduce yourself to the people and tell your story?
Sure, I'm ready.
Okay, sweetheart. God bless you. Take the floor and do what you got to do, sweetheart. God is watching.
My name is Sonia Fitzgerald Holden. I was molested as a child. I started being molested at the age of 5. My oldest brother, I'm number 3 of 7. My oldest brother started molesting me at 5. Used to beat me, torture me, put me in all kinds of things. The beatings and the torture it was always around the times where my mother needed to go shopping, some form of shopping, grocery, holiday, whatever, shopping. And the beatings, he's a torture the hell out of me. Tell me all kinds of wicked things you can think of to do to a child. And so my parents caught him, I think I was about 7 when they caught him molesting me. They beat the crap out of me with a extension cord. That was the beating from hell. I didn't even do anything wrong. I was doing what I was told by someone older than me. And so from that beating, I learned that sometimes telling the truth or just being who you are can still put you in a situation to get hurt, you know? Um, my mother was an alcoholic, still is, I believe. She doesn't talk to me. First of all, she's not in my life. She hasn't been in my life. I haven't seen her since my first brother died, which was 2009. My other brother started molesting me at the age of 12, and he's the second oldest. When he started molesting me, it was in my sleep. I was sleeping in my bed, in my room. He would come in at night and molest me. But because of the fear of the beating that I got, from my parents catching my first brother molesting me, the beating terrified me. So I was afraid to say anything at the age of 12. That went on for 2 years. I was 14 years old. I had a baby. I got pregnant by my brother. Did that fuck with me? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It drove me fucking crazy. I tried every drug there was except the needle. And the only reason I'm afraid of needles. Always have been. But it taught me one thing and one thing only. And that was, I gotta get rid of this pain no matter what. I could not live with the pain. I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was losing my mind. I had no one to talk to. All the adults that I told what was going on was ignoring me. What's wrong with me? It's me. But it wasn't me. It was the dysfunction that I was living in. I had that child. And I made a conscious decision to love my child no matter what. I let my brother go. I stopped dealing with him. Because let me say this. I want to keep that normality. Oh, we have a piece of family. People don't understand. Oh, how could you be around them? I pushed it out of my mind. I blacked it out. I just blocked it out just to have some normality. I had somebody. And so, yes, I had my perpetrator around me for quite a while and myself. That this is crazy. You know, I had to unravel all this bullshit that wasn't mine. And that's exactly what I did. I made a vow to take care of my child, love my child, no matter what. And I got him the fuck out of my life. Point blank, period. And ever since then, my daughter, she's a wonderful person. She has a heart of gold. She'll give you anything she got. Many times we clashed on a lot of things. And when she turned 16, she became pregnant. And I saw myself all over again through her. But I couldn't understand. I didn't know what to do because I didn't have a mother. My mother left me at the age of 13 with a man that was 21 years old. Let me just go back a little bit. She left me and moved out the state and left me with a man that was 21 years old. That man stood up and said that my daughter was his, which was a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. He had an opportunity to help me become something, to do better in my life, but he introduced me to drugs. I smoked marijuana. That was a start. Everybody knows that. You start with a cigarette. From a cigarette, you go to the marijuana. When you no longer get high off the marijuana, you got to find something to take you to the next level. And there's levels to this shit, for real. From there, I went to cocaine. And I loved the way it felt. It made me feel. I was euphoric. I could feel nothing. And then from there, I mixed that with heroin. And that just took that. I fell in love, love, love. Because it would take me up and down just the way my life was going, up and down. So that 21-year-old took responsibility and took my daughter and said that that was his daughter. And I was so grateful. I was so grateful because I was living in hell. There's hell on earth too. I learned. Everybody that was in my life at that time were all older people. They were all older than me. And I thought, oh, wow, if I hang around with older people, I can learn how to survive this bullshit. All they did was teach me how to get high and numb myself even more. So a lot of the older people helped introduce me to a lot of the drugs that was out there. When my mother left me, I moved in with the 21-year-old and we played house. If I did what he said to do, everything was cool. If I tried to do what I wanted to do, I got my ass whooped. Give me a minute. Those ass whoopings are still affecting me to this day. Domestic violence, I've been there, done that. I didn't grow up with my real father. I grew up with my stepfather. He was good to me. He was good to me as long as I did what he told me to do. Did he love me? He showed me, I guess, the best love that he could for a kid that wasn't his. My mother, she didn't want me from birth. I don't know why, but I don't even care anymore. The people in my life now show me so much more love than she ever have. And my stepmother, she's a wonderful woman. She was my nurse in the mental health ward. And I introduced her to my dad, and she became my mom. And I've been in love with her since. So I learned another lesson. Long as you get what you need, doesn't matter where it comes from or who. I've been inside mental health wards for 30 days. It's the longest I've been locked up in a mental health ward. I tried to commit suicide, not once, not twice, but there was a stint where I could no longer medicate the pain because the medications that I was using, which was drugs, no longer worked. So therapy, yeah, I've been there. I've had good ones and I've had bad ones. The best way I figured out to get a good therapist was interview him, ask some questions. What can you help me heal? I'm in pain, and if you don't help me, I'm gonna die. So I've had some good ones and I've had some bad ones in therapy. I did 30 years of therapy, still in therapy to this day. You always need somebody to talk to, because one thing that I did learn is if you keep this shit inside, it will destroy you. Straight like that. If you keep it inside, it will destroy you. Even if you write it down, get it in a journal, get it out, is the true healing. You got to get it out of you. So I do journal too. I do whatever it takes except get high. My daughter, I love her. She's a beautiful person. I wouldn't trade her for nothing in this world. Do we have problems? Hell fucking yeah, we do. But today I can say I made the best choice I could because I love my daughter to death. I die for her right now. I have 3 children. I've been raped, molested, domestically abused at least 10 to 12 times in my life. And I still have a beautiful heart to give to somebody else. Because I learned through a lot of my pain that we all came here with a purpose. And our purpose is to help someone else along the way. Pick them up wherever they're at, pick them up, take them with you. When you feel good, try to make them feel better. And so that's what I do today. Through all my pain, through all my struggles, I try to give back by giving my heart to someone, my ear to listen, my compassion. People, we need compassion, man. People with mental health issues need compassion and an ear and a hug every now and then. That's it. That's it. It could take us so far. I thought all this stuff that I've been through would destroy me, but the God of my understanding wouldn't allow it. Do I have mental health issues? Hell yeah, I got PTSD so bad. Some days I just sit inside my house. I don't want to be around people and I can't be in crowds. And there's a lot of shit with this, man. It's a lot. But it's called peeling that onion, and I peel that sucker every day. Pull another layer off. Try to get past a fear or deal with an emotion that I've never experienced. It's a lot to this, man. And a lot of women that are out here that have been molested don't know that we can survive if we could just get through the pain, you know, and not medicate. Medicate is not the solution. It's just not. Because that helped me to get out of my way once I put those drugs down. It helped me to learn that whatever I went through, it wasn't that bad. But the pain that I was causing myself was even worse. Do have we ever experienced parents that there is no great parent? Let's just be honest, because there's no book to this shit. You do the best you can with what you got. I tell my kids, I sat my kids down, I told them the truth. I told my daughter the truth, what happened 16. I thought it was gonna help. It hurt her. She wasn't strong enough to deal with that. I didn't know that. I thought I was in therapy. If I could get her in therapy, we could go full circle with this bullshit and come out on top. But she wasn't strong enough to deal with that. And I didn't know that. And so she and we didn't get along for a long time, years. We just now got to a loving relationship where I could be around her now and not get mad. I don't blame her for what happened to me. You know, don't mistreat her. There was a time there I wanted to take her life because children act out, you know what I'm saying? And this was before she knew. And so, oh, man, I wanted to hurt her, but I would always catch myself, you know, not wanting to be like my mother and beat her with extension cord or slap her or hit her or call her names or mistreat her because it's not her fault. hard because we're not taught to love ourselves, because the abusers, the perpetrators, they teach you how to cater to them, and they steal a part of our life when they take us. Yes, but I learned that